but right now we'd rather value football, which football's fun too. You know, it's good that kids can hit one another, that's important. But the same things that they're learning of teamwork, of respect, of discipline, of, trying hard, working towards a goal, that all happens on a poetry slam team as well. There's a freedom in poetry to do whatever you want. So that freedom, I think, is something that really attracted me to it, and the ability to be able to use it for many different ways.
I want to love like those two noodles that jump in the pot together and never stop sticking no matter how much you stir.
I was picked as one of 4 people in Washington, D.C. to represent the city at the National Poetry Slam. That shit blew my mind. I was like, what, me? How? My job wouldn't let me take off. I went back to my supervisor and I was like, look, I understand you guys won't let me take off. What happens if I go anyway? And she was like, you won't have a job when you come back. So I got fired for going to a poetry slam. I started volunteering. I found out about the DC Youth Poetry Slam team because I was on the adult slam team, found out there's this whole youth program, this whole youth community that's been doing this stuff that I never knew of when I was in high school. And so I started volunteering with them. And that was the first time I really started combining my work with young people and my work with poetry. I go out to schools a lot. I'm constantly visiting schools. My main focus is on high school students, teenagers, mainly ages 14 to 18. You can't use first in first. I'm not the type of person to not have any interaction with my community. I think part of it is also for me trying to find the young people who need somebody and the young activists who are ready to make a difference. There's a lot of young people in the city who with just one more mentor, with just one more person who cares about them, their lives could go a completely different way. Because I've seen the power that I have to be that influence, it feels like a duty to me that I have to do. I have to prove that what I'm doing is worthwhile. And I have to show more and more people. And okay, I've convinced some people, I need to keep convincing everyone else that this is important, that poetry is good for you. And that's like a phrase I keep coming back to is poetry is good for you. Like, I'm Dr. Tucker and I prescribe poetry.